Hey Laker Nation, welcome back to another edition of the Laker Lineup presented by Campus West. Here's what you missed over spring break. Your women's basketball squad secured their third consecutive GLIAC tournament title on Sunday afternoon with a dominant 79-48 win over Ferris State. They defeated Michigan Tech and Wayne State on the way to securing the title and punching their ticket to the NCAA D2 championship. On Tuesday, men's tennis took down number 14 Florida Southern with a 4-3 win. The women also claimed a win in Florida, defeating number 22 Tampa 5-2. Softball spent their week in Florida, playing 6 games in total. They went 4-2 over the course of the spring trip. Number 14 GVSU baseball played 6 games as well during their time at the Russ Met Invitational in Davenport, Florida. Like softball, they also went 4-2 on the week. Women's wrestling ended their campaign with 2 national championships, 1 runner-up, and a 4th place team finish out of 64 teams. Both Sage Mortimer and Katarina Lang wrapped up their undefeated seasons with national champion and All-American titles. Lacrosse spent their week in Colorado, where they split their 2-game trip. They grabbed a 14-7 win over Colorado Mesa on Thursday, but they unfortunately fell 12-5 to number 10 Regis on Sunday. Women's golf kicked off their season yesterday with the SMSU Spring Invitational in Arizona. The 2-day event goes through today. Here's what's next. 3 GVSU teams are headed to the D2 National Championships Festival in Indianapolis this week. Swim and dive, track and field, and men's wrestling will all compete throughout the week, with the first events beginning today. Number 1 women's basketball will face Quincy in the first round of the NCAA Regional Championships. They play here on Friday at 5. Baseball hosts Gannon for a 4-game series beginning on Friday at 3 p.m. They play a doubleheader on Saturday at 1 and end the weekend with a noon game on Sunday. Softball also plays for this weekend. They head to Tiffin for a doubleheader beginning at 1 on Saturday and will face Ohio Dominican for 2 on Sunday. Lacrosse is also in Ohio this weekend as they face Ashland. Draw is set for 1 p.m. on Saturday. And finally, women's tennis will host University of Chicago, Illinois on Saturday. Match time is set for 7 p.m. That's all for this week's edition of the Laker Lineup presented by Campus West. Thanks for tuning in. I hope to see you next week, but in the meantime, anchor up.